So Bandrew of the Bandrew Says podcast and other channels and other productions has requested that I listen to Devo, Freedom of Choice, and he was the first to comment. I should like Devo because there's a lot of music that I listen to that is influenced by Devo, but I've never really got into him. I've tried to listen to him, and I don't dislike it, just never did it. So here we go. Freedom of Choice is the album. Ironically, yes. Very ironic. We're going to put this on. Looks like this was a 1980 production. Devo, Freedom of Choice. Very fitting. Extremely fitting for the very first one. So I'll give initial thoughts here. This is Girl You Want. I definitely enjoy Devo. I've just never got on like a kick or long kick. All right, I'm feeling this morning, so we will see where this goes. But I am feeling it. Feeling it. It is very punk-like without the smashing guitars. Da-da. All right. Bandrew has done well. I really haven't heard this album. I think I listened to like their most popular one for a minute and moved on because, yeah, something's got to grab me and pull me all the way in. That's what she said. I'll be back with more thoughts. Little clips stacked up into an episode, but Devo, Freedom of Choice. How long will I listen to this before I say no more? Freedom of Choice is an absolute banger of a song, which I know that song. I'm listening to it again. I'm familiar with it, thanks to one Maynard James Keenan and A Perfect Circle, who I think did this song on their Emotive covers album. Banger of a song. The rest of it I am struggling with just a little bit. Like, it's good, but it's not an easy listen for me. Like, I like it mildly. More to come. I got a rocket in my pocket. Tell me that doesn't belong exactly on all of my channels. I've got a rocket in my pocket. Yes. All right. So I've done all the Devo I can do. So essentially, not essentially, officially, that's what happens when you're from Appalachia. You don't know what words to use. You just say shit. But I like Devo. I like that album. Not enough to keep going. Like, you know, it's okay. It's fine. It's not exactly like my cup of tea. Like it? Yes. Could I listen to it? Like, certain songs come on. Yeah, I could listen to those songs. But overall, that was that. I cannot do anymore. I am Devo'd out. And it took one day. Again, that's not a testament to the music. The music is actually fun and pretty good and pretty fine, but not something I could just have on repeat. It takes a lot to have an album on repeat. A lot. Like, that's no easy task. Like, I got to really like something to listen to it on a loop. But there we go. Now I've heard that Devo album, and there's a couple songs that I really enjoy. That one of them may go on a playlist. That's a win for me. Next up, because that only lasted a day and the updates were minimal, is Barnstorm by Joe Walsh, which was given to me by Hop355 on YouTube. Love those names. Hop355. Something like Blink-182, but it's Hop355. Not mess around. Let's start some Barnstorm. I like Joe Walsh. Little background. I went to Vets Aid might have been 2 years ago. It was when the Breeders played and the Black Keys, 9 Inch Nails, which stole the crown of the best live show I've ever seen in my life. Who else? Dave Grohl was there as a guest. Joe Walsh and James Gang performed. Great show. That doesn't mean that I know Joe Walsh's catalog front to back. I don't. I know I have his album on vinyl with his biggest hit. Joe Walsh entertainingly hates that song. Like before he started playing it at Vets Aid, he said, I wish that, I wouldn't have wrote this song. Not because I didn't like it. He's like, I'm sick of playing it. I get that. You got that big hit. Everybody wants to hear it. Yeah. Anyways, let's barnstorm it up. I'm from Appalachia, so this album title, just seems to go hand in hand. I'm sure that this is going to cause me a barnstorm of my own. I'll go home, walk into my barn, and I'll rain terror down on the goats. Not really. I don't have a barn or goats. Let's go. Mellow so far. Track 1. Very mellow. See, and what I love about this is I've never even heard of this album, which tells me that somebody out there loves it, but it wasn't critically acclaimed or nationally just fawned over, which is normally what I'm looking for, those nice hidden gems, and maybe Barnstorm is one. So far, it's pretty mellow, though, a little more mellow than what I like. I'll keep you updated. I gotta go Barnstorm real quick. So I'm on Barnstorm, halfway through. I'm on my drive home, my commute home, and you got to be a Pink Floyd fan, because this Joe Walsh album is very Pink Floydish, little mellow, little too mellow, and I'm struggling with it a little bit. I don't think I'm going to make it past a single playthrough, just because I really had a hard time staying awake this morning on the way to work. It was so ambient and so, like, it's solid music for when I want to be in an ambient mood, but this is definitely more of the kind of music that I would listen to at night in my living room with, like, my dimmest lamp on and just kind of chilling, as they would say. That's what I would use this music for. Barnstorm, Joe Walsh, again, kind of like Devo. Like, I can honestly say that I like it because I do like Joe Walsh. But this in particular just is not quite doing it for me for driving. I need a little more energy. Like, I sit in an office all day, so I get a little, So the office is my downtime, and then in the car, it's my time to shine. Tried to do that with the music. Don't know if it worked out well or not. Hopefully this mic isn't picking up the music too much. I've used an array of different mics on this so far. So, yeah. I'm going to have to see what's next up. I'm going to listen to Barnstorm. By the time I get home, I will have finished the album and have thoughts about the album as a whole. But I definitely am not going to start out my day tomorrow by putting it back on. I just can't. It's just not. It's not driving music for me. It's ambient at home, roll one up, and chill out music. That's what it is. I'll update you here when I pull into my driveway, and then we'll move on to the next Skinny Puppy from Jeremy Chapman, my dude. Jeremy that does sweet ass webcam and other tech reviews. Excited about that one. Skinny Puppy, I think, is up my alley. Again, influenced a lot of music that I love. I'm a huge 9 Inch Nails fan. And I know Skinny Puppy influenced a lot of that. Huge Tool fan. They influenced Tool as well. So I'll be going to that. But not until I give you my thoughts on the full album of Barnstorm, which I am absolutely not continuing once I get home. Half a day is what that one made, so I'll be back. I'm just about home, and I'm on the last song of the album, Turn to Stone. Very good song. Really enjoyed Turn to Stone. Again, the whole album, just a little too peaceful for me. A little too Floydish. And I love Floyd. I love Joe Walsh. It's just a little bit too soft. That's what she said. So, next is Skinny Puppy. I'm going to let you know when I start that. I'm done with Joe Walsh. So far, Devo's in the lead. I listened to the whole album twice. This one I've listened to once. So, it got me through a commute. Whereas Devo, I think I jammed on a commute and then wherever else I had to drive yesterday. So a full day. I will drive again this evening, and I won't be putting on Barnstorm by Joe Walsh. So that's not it's not making it a full day there. Devo with the full day. Maybe Skinny Puppy's the one that makes it 2 days. Maybe it's the one that gives teeth to this episode. We shall see. We shall see. Pulling into the house. Barnstorm, a little bit of a misleading title. It was more like a barn drizzle to me. Little barn drizzle faux shizzle. All right, let's go to Skinny Puppy.